Here's what you need to do in the first 24 hours after you join Medium. Hey guys, it's Christopher Kokoski with writingbeginner.com. I want to share with you 7 things to do in the first 24 hours that you join Medium to get noticed and to make more money. So let's get right to it. Okay, if you're not familiar with Medium, it's a platform, it's an online website where writers, you can join for free and you can write articles. And if your articles get lots of engagement, and if lots of people read them and like them, then you can get paid. That's the simplified version. So the first thing to do, obviously, you have to sign up to join Medium. And I recommend being a Medium partner. That's actually step number 1. You sign up for the website and you join as a partner. Now you just click on your icon right up here in the top right-hand corner, and you come down to Medium Partner Program. And you click on that, and you can sign up. If you're in a country that accepts Stripe, you can sign up with Medium, and you sign up with be a project partner. What that means is that you pay $5 a month to be able to read all the articles on Medium, and you're going to want to do that because another one of the steps involves lots of homework. So what you want to do is sign up for that. It's $5 per month, and that allows you to write articles where you can get paid. I definitely recommend doing it. I don't get anything from you if you do it, but it's just what you need to do in the first 24 hours to set yourself up for success. Okay, the second thing I want you to do as soon as you start with Medium is I want you to fill out your profile completely. Don't leave it blank. You want a picture of yourself, and you also want to fill out a bio and put a link to your website or to a social media site. Just fill out your profile as much as possible. How do you do that? Well, you go down here to design your profile, just click right on that, and you'll be taken to this page where you can change the colors, the fonts, you can put a header, you can put your name up there and a bio, and you can just start fleshing out your profile page. Fill that up. The better that looks, the better for you when people come to check you out after you start publishing content. So that's step number 2. Fill out your profile completely. You want to do this as soon as possible. It's going to make you look more professional. It's going to help you get into publication. Okay, step number 3 is actually something I already mentioned, and that is make sure you set up your profile payment with Stripe. That way, when you start making money through Medium, you can get paid as soon as possible. Okay, that's just the housekeeping basics. Let's dive into some things that are really going to help you get noticed and make more money on Medium as fast as possible. You want to do all these 7 things in the first 24 hours. The sooner, the better. Okay, the 4th thing that you want to do in the first 24 hours when you join Medium is to read all of the things. Read everything. Read lots of articles, particularly in the topics that you're interested in. So if you want to write about writing, read a bunch of articles about writing and see what they do. Study their formats, study the kind of images they use, the titles they use. You want to read those articles so you know what Medium likes, what those successful authors do, and the successful published articles look like and sound like and feel like. Read as many as possible in the first 24 hours. Now, you still want to do these other things too, but part of what you want to do is read as many of these articles as possible, a minimum of 10 in the first 24 hours. But even after the first 24 hours, you want to continue reading and studying what works on Medium. The best thing to do is to actually go onto Medium and read articles in the topics that you want to write in, and read as many as possible and see what works so that you can replicate it over and over and over again to get noticed, to get more views, and to make more money. But you also want to read other things. You want to read all of the things. You want to read the guidelines, the rules, the curation guidelines. You want to read as much as possible about what Medium wants and likes, what they do publish and what they don't publish. Yes, this is a lot of work, but it's work that is worth it. This is why lots of people do an experiment. They kind of play around with Medium, but they don't do their homework. They don't set themselves up for success because they don't write what Medium wants. You have to do this part. This is if you don't do anything else, do this part. Read all the things. Now, let me show you how to find those things to read. Now, you can find these articles about writing for Medium all over the place. And I'm going to put some links in the description of this video so you don't have to go searching for a lot of them. But it's how to format titles, how to format your whole articles, the different ways and rules about curation and getting distributed on Medium, which helps you get noticed more and get more money. So you want to read these. These are money in your pocket when you read these articles. Trust me, you want to do this in the first 24 hours. So here's an article about formatting your title. And look, within this article, you're going to be getting linked out to lots of other articles that can help you, like this article that talks about curation, distribution, paywall systems, how they all work for writers. You want to figure out this stuff as soon as possible in the first 24 hours before you ever publish your first article. Lots of writers rush in and they just start posting things on Medium without any clue about what Medium wants, what their guidelines are, what their rules are, and they end up not getting curated, getting in trouble, and they die a quick death. And they end up making pennies per month instead of hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars that they could be making if they took the time to do their homework, read up on these guidelines first. Again, I'll put the links into the description box. It's going to tell you everything that you need to know, and read them over and over again until you get them. Do this quickly. Do it in the first 24 hours. Do it before you ever post your first article. That's very, very important. Okay, let's talk about the fifth thing that you can do in the first 24 hours to get noticed, get more views, make more money on Medium. The next thing that you want to do is to join as many publications as possible. Publications are just like magazines inside of Medium. They're collections of articles, usually based on a theme or a topic like creativity or tech. And one of the easiest ways to get noticed more, to get more views, to get more engagement, and to make more money quickly is to publish to publications. That is huge, but you can't publish to publications unless you first join a bunch of publications. Now, some publications will ask you to fill out a form, online form, to join their writing team, and they'll either accept you or not. Other publications want you to already have an unpublished draft, an article draft that you have not posted yet to Medium or anywhere else, and they want you to have that unpublished draft saved on Medium, and they want you to have that draft ready before you actually join and submit to their publication. Some publications will accept you right away. Some publications are more open and accepting of beginners and new members on Medium, new writers on Medium, and some publications want you to have some success already. The key here is step number 5 is to join as many of these publications as possible, to make yourself a list of the publications you have joined or that you want to join and submit draft articles to. Let me show you an example that I have created. I have a list of publications. By the way, The Ascent and Be Unique and several of these ones on my list, like The Innovation and Blue Insights, Illumination. These are great publications to start with because they're more open to beginners. Find the publications based on the topics that you're interested in as a writer on Medium. Make a spreadsheet in Excel, list of publication, list some details that are helpful for you, like contact information, emails, and what they might want for you to join or what they might request from you to be published on their publication. Again, those sections and columns will be for you and make sense to you, so each of us might have our own list of details. Start making a list of these publications early. Submit, fill out online forms and submit forms to join publications if you can, or make notes of the ones where they want, the publications that want you to have an unpublished draft ready to submit, so that when you write your articles later in the steps, then you will be ready to submit to those publications. You want to join these publications, as many as possible, in the first 24 hours, because some publications will accept you right away. Other publications might never accept you, and other publications might take a day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days. So you want to get started on this quickly so that when you have your articles written, your unpublished draft articles proofread and ready to go, when you have those ready, then you can submit them right to the publications. Now, if you're curious how to find publications, one, you can just Google good Medium publications for beginners and new writers, and you can find lots of articles that list these publications. What you can also do is go on to Medium and search around on topics that you like, and you'll often find articles that are written in publications. For example, right here on this screen share, you'll see Tim Denning. He's one of the most popular and highest paid authors on Medium, and he has written this article, and the publication is in Better Marketing. That's a publication. Down here, Nicole Kinney, another popular author on Medium. She has written an article in The Ascent. It's another publication. Over here, Tanya Miller has written this article in the Writing Cooperative publication. So you can easily find publications out to the side, usually the right side of the author name. That's another way to find publications. Okay, but how do you know if a publication accepts you or not? Some of them will email you, other ones will want you to join Slack, and they'll communicate with you through that app or that medium. Or you can also go up here to your profile, scroll on down to publications right here, click on that, list the publications that you've already been accepted in. You can see here that I'm accepted in Blue Insights, Innovation, Writer's Block, and Be Unique. These are some of the publications you might consider joining because they accept new authors quickly, usually within 24 to 48 hours. That way, right out of the gate, you can be ready to publish in publications to get more views, get noticed, more on Medium, and make more money. Lots of authors jump into the deep end without any information, and they start posting things on their profile, but nobody knows they exist, so they get very few views, little engagement, so they make not very much money at all. I'm talking pennies on the dollar, and it's very defeating. It's disappointing. It can feel like a big failure, and we can wonder if Medium even really works, or is it just a big scam? But I'm here to tell you that Medium can really work if you work within the system. Don't just start publishing things without reading all the guidelines and following them. On that point, each one of the publications will also have individual publication guidelines. And you can just go to a publication page like this one, the Writer's Block. Down here, it will say Write for Us or something like that. Different publications say different things, but you'll be able to find it right there in the options on the homepage of that publication. And this is going to be an article that will tell you exactly how to write an article for that publication to get accepted. This is money. This is gold. This is a map, a blueprint on how to get published with this publication, get noticed, and get paid. So you can just scroll right down here and it will tell you things like how to format the titles and subtitles, what to do with pictures, what kind of language, the different tags that they want you to use. If you just follow the dots, you will more than likely get published. As long as you have proofread your article, that it's a decently written article, you will get published if you follow the rules. They'll tell you about article length and, of course, to play nice. Different publications. Each publication has individual guidelines, so you want to read and follow each publication's guidelines to get published in that publication. Read all of the things. Okay, here's step number 6, is to watch YouTube videos about how to make money on Medium. You can also read lots of blog posts that are on Medium and outside of Medium about how to be successful with Medium. So, and to get noticed and to make more money. There's lots of great YouTubers that give their insight about Medium. I'm one of them. You can see, here's my page. I have a playlist about Medium that I'm adding videos to weekly. And in these videos and these playlists, you'll find things about like how Medium works, why people fail on Medium, how to be successful, what to expect your first month on Medium, how to make more money, how to start your own publications. There's lots of information out there It's gold. These are often writers that are successful on Medium and are making money on Medium, sometimes lots of money on Medium. So check out my other videos and check out some of these other YouTubers. All you have to do, as you might already know, is you just type in something about Medium into the YouTube search bar, click the search button, and wait for the information, the articles to pop up. So you can see making money as a beginner on Medium, making money online, writing for Medium. Here, how beginners can make money writing on Medium. Zuli, I subscribe to her. She has lots of great articles. Check her out, please. There's also AO the writer. He's a very popular writer on Medium, makes a lot of money. He's sharing his insights, how to use the Medium Partner Program to make a living writing. And again, you can just scroll down here and see that lots of information, lots of people are posting videos about how to make money on Medium. So make sure you watch those videos. That is step number 6 that you want to do in the first 24 hours. This is your homework. This is your home base. This is your foundation. Watching these videos can give you insights to save you hours, days, weeks, months, and even years of frustration. You can get noticed faster and make more money. There's really nothing to lose. All you have to do is watch some videos, and they will give you information that can put money in your pocket. Simply by doing this in the first 24 hours, you are going to be so far ahead of the competition. Again, this is what most people don't do. They watch one video about Medium that says, hey, I made $10,000 in a month. You can too, and you can. But what most people do is they watch that one video. They don't watch any other videos. They don't read anything else, and they just go onto Medium. They join, and they start publishing content that they think is good, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. And a few of those maybe do well, but most of them don't. Most of those authors hot and heavy for a month, and then they quit because they're not making money, they're not getting views, they're not getting engagement. And it's not because they're a bad writer, it's because they didn't do their homework. They didn't take the first 24 hours to do these 7 steps. And one of those steps is to watch videos and to read other blog posts about how to be successful on Medium. Throughout this video and at the end of the video, I'm going to link to the playlist, my playlist about Medium. So definitely check that out, and then check some of these other videos and YouTubers out that are talking about successful tips for Medium. Okay, here's step number 7 that you can do and that I encourage you to do in the first 24 hours when you join Medium. Again, this is all about setting yourself up for success. So far you've done your homework. You have set up your account with Medium. You've set up your profile. You filled it out completely. You joined the partner program. You set up your payment. You've done your homework. You've read all the things, the guidelines, the curation rules. You've joined lots of publications. You've started watching videos about success on Medium that you're going to continue to do even after the first 24 hours. And look, you've done all this in the first 24 hours before you've ever posted and published any content. That's very important. So the 7th and last thing that I want you to do in the first 24 hours is to make a list of 10 to 20 topics, article titles that you're going to write for specific publications. So you take the list of publications that you made in step number 5 and you write down, you make a list of those publications like I did right here in this column. And you give yourself another column. And in that column, you write down the titles of articles that you are going to write for that publication. Again, I want you to do this. 10 to 20 articles already have their titles in your mind and on this list. This is going to be your hit list of 10 to 20 articles that you're going to write and submit to publications. And maybe you're asking, why do I have to wait so long? Well, you don't have to wait too long. You definitely have to wait at least 24 hours, and then you can start, even in that 24 hours, writing these articles. But I want you to make the list first so you can know exactly what you're going to do. You have your plan, and then you just start writing those articles, and you polish them until they shine. You make sure that they meet all the requirements, and then you submit them to the publications. But here's where it gets really interesting and really cool. You can start sending 5, 10, or even 20 articles at a time, only one article to one publication at a time. But you can batch your submissions. You can send out 10 articles to 10 different publications at one. Again, the reason you do this is because sometimes it takes 24 hours to post. Sometimes it takes 5 or 7 days for a publication to accept your article and publish you in their publication. And several publications publish you within just 24 to 48 to 72 hours. Suddenly you blow up on Medium. You seem to be everywhere. And if somebody likes one article, they'll probably try to read another one, and you will have 2 or 3 more. Within a week or 2 weeks' time, you could have potentially 3, 5, 10, 15, maybe even all 20 articles posting on 20 different publications on Medium. You get in front of a massive audience, and actually 20 different audiences in that example. And when people read your article and they like it, they'll probably follow you and read your other articles. So you can just avalanche and snowball your way into getting noticed more, get more views, more engagement, and get more money fast. And then, of course, you can repeat that process over and over again. Okay, so maybe you're wondering, well, how do I figure out the titles? Well, if you know the topics that you want to write about, then maybe you already have some titles in mind. If not, then you can go to Google and you can do the Google search method by simply starting to write in the different topics that you want to talk about. So maybe it is productivity hacks. And you can see that Google search will then give you some possible things to write about. Productivity hacks from working at home. Well, that'd be big right now in the making of this video during the global pandemic quarantine. Productivity hacks for freelancers. Productivity hacks 2020. Productivity hacks that actually work for entrepreneurs and for work. Maybe you're in the creativity and innovation space and you want to talk about ideas. So you type in how to come up with ideas. And suddenly you have other examples that Google search will give you. And Google is giving you these search results based on what lots of other people around the world are searching. So you know their topics that people are interested in. So you can write how to come up with ideas for a story, or for art, or for a business, or to draw, or for a college essay, or for a book, or for writing. These are topics that you can then turn into a title and you can write about and submit to a publication. Let's say that I want to write about pets. Hit the search bar. Then you simply scroll down and you get so many ideas. You can just go around this wheel and you can write about when pets go bad, when pets pass away, will pets at home take fish, will pets at home close on Thursday, will pets at home take fish back. So that pets at home obviously is a business. So will how pets help with mental health, how pets reduce stress. So just with a simple search, you can get potentially 20, 30, 50, or 100 article ideas that you turn into headlines, that you submit to publication. Those are the 7 things that I want you to do in the first 24 hours to blow up on Medium. The cool thing about those 7 steps is that you can then start repeating the last few steps over and over again. You can continue to read everything, all the things on Medium. You can continue to watch YouTube videos. You can continue to find new publications. You can continue to search for new topics and send them out in batches, one at a time, one article at a time to one publication at a time, targeting an article to a publication that publishes those kinds of articles. And you can just repeat that over and over again, week after week, month after month. That's the way to get noticed on Medium, to blow up on Medium, and to make money and be successful. So if you haven't joined Medium, the clock starts now. This is your 24 hours. Get started. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in my tribe. Please like this video. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you at the next one.